Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the... line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. There he goes left side. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Hall again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And shutting him off, now open field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Middle. Half 10. 5 wide. Look out.
On 1st down, Allen.
He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown.
James Cook
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator,
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
McCole Hardman,
and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
McCole Hardman,
75 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now, these two teams met earlier in the year in Buffalo with the Bills winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Right back to Cook for another completion. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
And complete right side to Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Half 85, half 85.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Cook again.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Alert, alert, alert.
Give to Cook out of the gun. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. They run the counter with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. To the air, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air.
And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back and forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 40.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Hey, Mike. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, this.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Allen. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The kick by Bass is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
30.
Now it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jermaine Johnson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they're going to speed things up here. And that's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Allen.
Got his man. That's Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. And Davis with it left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
They'll give to Hall. 165 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing is Rodgers.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Rodgers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's got it down to the 28. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Hey, tick 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. A quick throw, but incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
He can't get him down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
177 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are right back in this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Cook. Breaks a tackle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Alert, alert, alert.
He will find Davis on the left side, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs.
Breece Hall,
and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Jets use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Allen. To the sideline and incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Now Allen.
It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Allen.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Regular. Alert! On the ball.
Throwing, Allen.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Jets force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Go to 50. Teammate. Here we go. Go to 50.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
This is 1st and 10.
Regular. Five wide.
Here's Allen.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes second down. Allen.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Throwing is Allen.
And that That's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.